Coming up on the Q30 Newscast, Charles is trying to cater more to what students want. Find out how you can get involved.
And the rain and snow is having an impact on many campuses. Find out what the university is doing about it.
All this and more coming up.
Live from the Ed McMahon Center, this is the Q30 News Nightcast.
Good evening and welcome to the Q30 Newscast. I'm Alexa Farrell.
And I'm Amanda Hoskins. Quinnipiac sophomore Nicholas Pappas has been suspended from the university after he was arrested late last week. Hampton police received a call about a social media post that showed Pappas firing a gun into the ground somewhere off campus.
After an arrest warrant, police found 4 weapons in his car, including 2 brass knuckles and a switchblade knife. Vice President of Student Affairs, Lynn Bushnell, said in a statement, he is suspending pending the outcome of a student conduct meeting.
Pappas was released on $15,000 bail. He'll appear in court on February 12th. Stay with Q30 for updates on the story.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Quinnipiac students found out who's coming to campus for the annual Wake the Giant spring concert. I went to SPP's reveal and found out all about QU's next high profile.
The Quinnipiac University Student Programming Board just announced that FettyWap will be headlining their annual Wake the Giant spring concert. SBB had a concert reveal on campus. They gave students the chance to win tickets to the concert and offered free food. This year, the Student Programming Board changed the date of the concert to increase student attendance. The concert will take place on April 22nd on the York Hill campus. The Student Programming Board sent out a survey to find out what genre of music students preferred. There was an overwhelming response for hip-hop, so students were extremely happy with the choice of FettyWap.
I'm super excited. I can't believe that we got FettyWap, and everyone is just very surprised that we could get him to come here, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I need to learn more than just the 3 songs I know by him, though, so I'm going to look up more of his music. But I like it. I think it'll just be, really energetic.
I mean, the last 3 years we've had some pretty disappointing names, and I'd say my senior year is a good way to go out. Very good way to go out.
I'm so excited for once. I think it's a performer that everybody is so pumped about, and I think we're going to get, a really big appearance.
Tickets range between $20 and $25 and will be available for purchase later this month. Alexa Farrell, Q30 News.
There are a number of changes involving Quinnipiac student government. Senior class president Matt Powers has stepped down from his position. As a second semester engineering major, Powers' hours conflicted with SGA meeting times. Class vice president Tyler Drost will assume the presidential role for the rest of the year. And Representative Bianca Solano will take the VP position. With only a few months left for the seniors, it's not clear yet if there will be a special election to fill that vacant spot. But the sophomores class has plenty of time to fill this position they left vacant at the start of the semester. In a special election, SGA members voted Robert Lucero to serve as the newest representative for the class. We caught up with Lucero after the election.
I really like to get more students involved in the events we have around campus. I think our student body is our strong point, and just getting more people to attend could really help us.
Food in the campus cafeteria has been at the top of students' complaints. That's why the auxiliary and campus dining services have teamed up to try and make a difference. What they want to know is what students want. Over the past few days, they've met with students to hear about what foods they want to see, and we caught up with a few of those students.
They have the holes near the napkins where a garbage can should be, but they cover it up. And actually today I saw them uncovered. So it seemed to have worked, hopefully, immediately too.
Yes, everything was actually written on a whiteboard and taken pictures of, so it would be sent to whoever it's going to be reviewed by.
It's been a big week for politics. Ted Cruz snatched the Republican win in Iowa caucuses, followed close behind by Donald Trump and Marco Rubio. And the Democratic race is still tight. Hillary Clinton managed to win in Iowa, but only by a slim margin.
We have political analyst Joel Vanner here with us today to talk more about what this means going into the New Hampshire caucus next week. Joel?
Surprise! Donald Trump didn't come out on top in the Iowa caucus this past Monday. In fact, he barely came in second. And often referred to as Republican underdog, Ted Cruz received the highest percentage of votes in the caucus. Cruz and his 27.7% passed Trump, who ended the caucus with 24.3%. In third was Marco Rubio with 23.1%, just 1.2% behind Trump. But hold the phone. If you think that was close, the percent difference between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side of things was 0.2%. Clinton ended with 49.8% of the vote, and Sanders ended with 49.6% of the vote. Although it seems like the caucus was full of close calls, that wasn't the case for 4 presidential candidates. Martin O'Malley, Rand Paul, Mike Huckabee, and Rick Santorum all dropped out of the race for president. While the number of delegates allotted to candidates does not affect the outcome of the race, Iowa serves as a way of shrinking the number of candidates for future primaries and caucuses. The New Hampshire primaries are being held on Tuesday, February 9th, and are expected to shrink the pool even more. According to national polls, Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are set to win that caucus. However, as Iowa showed us, we can never be certain of the outcome. So, Alexa and Amanda, do you think we'll see a margin between Sanders and Clinton, or will it be another close call?
I think it's going to be another close call, Joel.
Yeah, and a new poll just came out from CNN saying that right now Sanders is leading 2-1 over Hillary Clinton for that, and that's coming up on Tuesday in New Hampshire.
I'm excited to see the results.
Yeah, it'll be definitely an interesting election.
Very interesting.
And coming up after the break, students just left for a big weekend in New York City. Find out why.
And snow is on the way, and commuters aren't too happy. What they have to say about the tough conditions.
Leahy wrote a big check to the town of North Haven just this week. Janelle Cadigan will tell us where that money is going.
All this when we come back.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike's sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
oh, well, 7 of me then.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
Students in the theater department have a big weekend ahead. They'll be traveling to New York City to participate in the 2016 New Play Festival. This year's theme, The Revelation Plays. Students got the chance to write, direct, stage manage, and even act in the plays. Now, professionals from the Abington Theater Company did help the students throughout the semester. This weekend, they'll get to showcase that play in the Big Apple. And if you crave breakfast all day, you're in luck. Chartwell's announced they'll be serving breakfast all day in the CAF. They'll be having omelets, bacon, pancakes, and even home fries for any time of day. And if you're looking for Super Bowl food, Chartwell said they'll have wings, pizza, and subs in the Bobcat Den and in the CAF on York on game day.
Phil is predicting an early spring, but some QU students are still afraid to commute to class in snowy weather. Q30's Sean Clasby has the story.
You couldn't really see much. It was honestly like a snow globe. I honestly thought I was in a winter wonderland.
Quinnipiac senior Greg Silva recalls the January 23rd snowstorm. He shares with Q30 his cell phone video. Check out the human-sized snow lumps covering the ground like a heavy winter's blanket. Cars barely noticeable. The Hamden DPW plowing away. Did the DPW have any trouble plowing the first storm?
No.
The blizzard rips through the mid-Atlantic. Connecticut too, leaving behind in its wake almost a foot of snow in Hamden.
The wind was actually the craziest part. There was probably up to 56 mile-per-hour winds outside. I came outside on my balcony, couldn't stay out there for any longer than at least 10 seconds. I felt like I was going to fall off the balcony.
Silva lives off campus, about 5 miles from school. He says storms like this one and others will force commuters to plan their day around the snow.
Let's say, you have a 9 o'clock class on, let's say a Monday. You got to be up and at 'em. If it snowed the night before, at least 7:30. Clear off your car, shovel everything else off, so it's tough.
Hamden's DPW Director Craig Caesar offered 2 guidelines for driving in snow. 1. Be cautious. 2. Understand the limitations of 4-wheel drive. It provides traction, but it will not help you stop. And besides keeping just a shovel or some window de-icer in your car, the director of the Hamden DPW, Craig Caesar, recommends you invest in some reflective gear. Also says it's a good idea to have a flashlight as well, and both of those items are available at your local hardware store. In Hamden, Sean Clasby, Q30 News.
The university has recently signed a big check to the town of North Haven. Our local news correspondent Janelle Cadigan has more. Janelle?
While the strain on Quinnipiac's relationship with Hamden continues, the relationship with North Haven is thriving. This week, Quinnipiac President John Leahy presented a voluntary payment of $400,000 to North Haven First Selectman Michael Frieda at the North Haven Town Hall. The majority of the money is going to the town, and the remaining portion will be allocated towards outdoor lighting for the Gateway Community College field that the North Haven girls softball program uses. Since 2007, Quinnipiac has invested more than $300 million in the construction of the North Haven campus, and today more than half of Quinnipiac's programs of study are located there. Students commuting to New Haven, are about to see a lot less traffic. The city is competing in the Smart City Challenge, a nationwide contest to improve mass transit with a grand prize of $40 million. Currently, 70% of people drive alone to work, taking up the majority of parking spaces and clogging up New Haven's roads. To fix this, the city is encouraging commuters to instead utilize the bus system, new bike lanes, or carpool. Quinnipiac students who travel to Union Station, internships, and clinicals in the New Haven district can help the city win the contest by incorporating those suggestions into their daily commute. The U.S. Department of Transportation will announce the 5 city finalists next month. In other New Haven news, food trucks could be in some hot water. In addition to paying $200 annually for a food truck permit, the city has proposed another fee. Food trucks could be charged up to $17 per day just for parking. When multiplied by the amount of days vendors have to pay the meters, that amounts to a more than $5,000 per year parking fee. Vendors are concerned that if this is applied, the payment will put them out of business. A public hearing on the proposal is scheduled for Monday. And students at Hampton High School have exceeded their fundraising goal for a teacher in need. A junior and senior math class started a GoFundMe page for their teacher, Mrs. Caliendo, whose husband is battling cancer. The original goal was set at $30,000, but after surpassing that amount in just 4 days, the students raised the bar to $40,000. As of tonight, the page has raised more than $37,000 in donations. If you would like to contribute, please visit Q30television.com, where the GoFundMe account will be linked. And that's it for your local news. I'm Janelle Cadigan. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Janelle. Coming up, Fast and Furious has made an exciting new announcement.
And Adele is making headlines once again. Find out why.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike's sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
Oh, well, 7 of me then.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is? It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
Welcome back to the Q30 Newscast. I'm Kyle Lavasser here with your weekly weather. This weather this winter has been a little unpredictable. Will there be snow this week? Will there not be? We'll get to that later, but first let's start with the current temperatures around the state. We'll start in New Haven with 46 degrees, up in Meriden 45 degrees, and the capital of Hartford 45 degrees also. But what will the current national temperatures be? Let's take a look. Here on the East Coast, it's been a little warm this winter. We see 55 in Boston, 52 in New York, and if we move down south a little bit, 48 in Washington, D.C. And then also, if you move down to Florida, it's a warm 81 in Orlando. I love that warm weather. Let's take a look at the regional radar. A little precipitation down in the Carolinas. That's going to make our way up, and we're going to get a little snow tomorrow, probably 1 to 3 inches tomorrow morning. That will make it a little messy for the commute to classes, but it shouldn't be a big deal that evening. Tonight's forecast, 32 degrees, freezing point. Rain and snow is predicted with a 100% chance of precipitation. So if you are walking around, make sure to have those snow boots and that winter jacket ready. Temperatures for tomorrow here in the Nutmeg State, 38 degrees in Waterbury, 35 degrees for our friends up at Yukon in Stores, 39 degrees in Norwich, and 38 in New London. Here in Quinnipiac tomorrow, it should be 38 degrees. Like I said, a little AM snow, 1 to 3 inches, and it's definitely going to snow. So make sure you bring that umbrella or those boots to your classes because you don't want to be trudging through the snow and you're going to be late for class. And my 7-day forecast here, like I said, Friday we're going to get some snow, but it should make a pretty nice weekend. Maybe some clouds on Saturday, but a really nice sunny day on Sunday. 42 degrees is your high on Saturday, 45 on Sunday. Then we may get a little more snow on Monday and Tuesday, as you see here. A high of 32 on Monday and a high of 37 on Tuesday. And finally, I wrap up my 7-day forecast with partly cloudy and a high of 38 on Wednesday. Well, that'll do it for me and my weekly weather. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kyle. Amanda, are you ready for the snow?
I do not think so. I'm not ready to commute to campus in the morning if there's going to be snow on the ground.
I just got a pair of new snow boots, so I'm a little bit more prepared.
All right,
so
well,
we'll see.
Those will do you well tomorrow morning. And we have a lot of big headlines in entertainment this week. Let's go to Kelly Novak, who has more about what's getting people talking.
Kelly?
Thanks, guys. Just 2 weeks after announcing the title of the 8th Fast and Furious movie, Vin Diesel said there will be 2 more in the franchise. The actor posted an Instagram photo on his social media account Tuesday, confirming the 8th movie, called Fast 8, and that will be released in April 2017. Despite the absence of Paul Walker, the films are pushing on for 2 more movies to be released in 2019 and 2021. The first film premiered in 2001, bringing the total film count to 10 in the last 20 years. World-famous supermodel Cindy Crawford caused confusion this week over rumors of her retiring. Crawford said in an interview Monday with United Airlines magazine that she planned to quit modeling when she turns 50 at the end of the month. But she denies the rumors, saying that headlines don't always tell the whole story. Her retirement has been a running joke in her family for years, but she's still highly active in the high fashion world. She is the face of the spring-summer campaign for French fashion house Balmain. And Adele is taking a stand against Donald Trump. The frontrunner of the 2016 election has recently been using Adele's songs Rolling in the Deep and Skyfall at multiple rallies for his campaigns, most notably after Sarah Palin's endorsement. Fans began tweeting Adele, urging her to ban Trump from using her music. The singer spokesperson finally came out with a statement saying that Adele never gave her permission for her music to be used, continuing her streak of staying out of the political sphere. And finally, if you're looking for some entertainment while waiting for your flight, the Portland International Airport might be the place to go. The airport has plans to create a vintage-style movie theater for passengers. If you're worried about missing your flight, the theater plans to show only short films from local filmmakers and hopes to highlight the local talent and culture in the area. The theater should be up and running by the summer. That's all I have for your entertainment news. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kelly. Coming up, one team may be on the brink of breaking a school record.
And where does the men's ice hockey team fall right now in the rankings?
MJ Baird will have the full report when we come back.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike's sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
oh, well, 7 of me then.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time. So, Amanda, are you going to any of the hockey games this weekend?
Yeah, well, there's 2 home games, so I got tickets to both of them. I'll probably make it to one.
That was pretty lucky because those tickets were gone like that.
Yeah,
so fast. They're going like crazy.
I get on there pretty quick. And we have 2 home games this weekend, like I said, for the men's ice hockey team, a couple more for basketball and women's ice hockey. Let's go to MJ Baird for more. MJ?
Thanks, guys. Lots in sports for this week, so let's get started right now. Women's ice hockey is in the midst of a record-breaking season. Melissa Samaskevich's game-winning goal at Dartmouth on Saturday extended the team's unbeaten streak to 20 games, the longest in program history. Samaskevich picked up her 3rd career ECAC Rookie of the Week honors, and teammate and goalie Sydney Rossman was awarded Quinnipiac's Female Athlete of the Month for January. Cassandra Turner's team is number 4 in the USCHO.com poll, as well as in the pairwise. Quinnipiac plays at Cornell on Friday and at Colgate on Saturday. Over to men's hockey now. The Bobcats sit atop the USCHO.com poll, the USA Today poll, and the pairwise rankings. Friday, the Bobcats took on Dartmouth, so let's roll the tape. Up in Hanover, New Hampshire now, the Bobcats against the Big Green at Thompson Arena. We're going to jump right to the 3rd period now. Dartmouth is holding a 2-goal lead over Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac comes into this game undefeated in the ECAC. And there's a goal right there. John Ernsting for Dartmouth. That's his first career collegiate goal. Who's going to get the puck as a souvenir? That expands the Dartmouth lead to 3. After a Quinnipiac goal now, back to Dartmouth. Check out this goal on the slow motion replay. Brett Patterson, and Michael Gartig doesn't even see the puck, right over the near side shoulder. 5-2 Dartmouth. We're back to a 3-goal deficit. A minute and a half later now, Devon Taves, though, throws the puck out front. Was not tipped out front, but it does squeak in. Quinnipiac brings the game to 5-3. 45 seconds later, Sam Annis. This kid does it all for Quinnipiac. Dangles out front, a little backhand, right through traffic. You're going to want to check this one out again. We'll slow it down. Here it is in slow motion. Boom, right through traffic, backhand goal. And this is now a 1-goal game. Halfway through the third, who but? Sam Annis, right on the doorstep. That makes it 5-5. That goal's on the power play. His 17th goal, team leading. Here it is again. Nice tic-tac-toe, and boom, right in the back of the net. We have a tie game. Well, Bobcats have come back down from 3 in this game now, so you'll guess it. Bo Peeper gets the stick on the puck in front of the net to make it 6-5. Quinnipiac goes on to score an open net goal, wins that game 7-5 to remain undefeated in ECAC play. Cornell and Colgate visit Hamden this weekend. The team looks to stay undefeated in ECAC play. To the hardwood now, Trisha Fabry and her women's basketball team are firing on all cylinders. After starting MAC play 0-3, the Bobcats have rattled off 8 straight wins, the longest winning streak of any team in the conference. Freshman forwards Aaron McClure and Paula Stroutmanet have combined to be 2 of Quinnipiac's top 3 leading scorers during the streak. The Bobcats look to extend their winning streak to 9 games on Friday at Siena. As for the men, MAC play has not been so friendly for Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac dropped 5 straight games in the past 3 weeks, but with back-to-back wins, sits at 4-7. It seeks to continue its turnaround, hosting Marist tonight at Lender Court at 7 p.m. With a win, Quinnipiac will be a game and a half behind, securing the 5th and final bye. Monday, it travels to St. Peter's. And as you guys know, you've said it already, Groundhog Phil did not see his shadow. That means good news for Quinnipiac baseball. The preseason coaches poll has been released, and the Bobcats are selected to finish 2nd in the MAC. Behind Canisius, Quinnipiac received 3 first-place votes. The Bobcats opened their season in North Carolina on February 26th against Appalachia State. That does it for sports, guys. I'm MJ Baird. Back to you.
Thanks, MJ. And a heartwarming sports story, right from West Haven, is getting a lot of attention. Defenseman Doug Caliendo of Notre Dame West Haven hockey team suited up just hours after his dad passed away from colon cancer.
And not only did he play, well, he scored the game-winning goal 25 seconds into overtime. After scoring the goal, he pointed to the sky, paying tribute to his dad. Take a look.
Wow, if that isn't heartwarming, I don't know what is.
Such a great story.
That's all we have for the Q30 Newscast this Thursday evening.
Stay updated with your news for the rest of the week on Twitter and Q30television.com.
I'm Alexa Farrell.
And I'm Amanda Hoskins. Have a good night.